What up YouTube, Patrick here, and it is time for me to do an update on my Nano versus Bitcoin Lightning Network video because Lightning Labs has released their mobile wallet and I have tried it. I have it on my desktop, I have it on my phone. I'm going to show you all some of the differences. So let's start with Nano real quick. I have my mobile app. This is Ethereum. You can see it also on my screen, the Skype shares from this phone. On the left, I have a desktop wallet. So let me send, I'm going to do 1.402 to emphasize that there's no fees lost or anything, to this desktop wallet, which I have labeled as mobile. Okay, so the send is almost ready. I'm going to hit confirm. Now watch the desktop wallet here. As soon as I hit my fingerprint, let's see how long this takes. Ready? 3, 2, 1, fingerprint. Fingerprint sent. Hopefully the video doesn't freeze from the proof of work. Watch the desktop wallet. There you go. That was, what, 3-4 seconds, if that? 1.402 Nano sent. Now let's actually send this back. Hold on, I have the address saved over here, so I don't have to scan anything from my desktop. I guess I could just hit max. Alright, now let me show my screen here on my phone. Hopefully y'all can see that. The Skype is a little bit delayed, but there we go. Look at that. The mobile app is already updated. Boom. Nano back and forth. This is just like Bitcoin first layer. I didn't have to open any channels to do this. It's straightforward. I don't have to wait for the first layer. I didn't have to pay any fees. There's no middlemen. It's just exactly how Bitcoin first layer works, just improved. So now let's flip over to the Lightning Labs wallet. Now actually, before I actually do the send here, let's look at what was required to set this up. So here is the transaction I sent to my desktop Lightning wallet. You can see it took about 4 minutes. The fee was 15 cents. So 15 cents more than Nano, but that's actually really not that bad. And what's crazy is that just 2 weeks before, when I opened up the channel on my, or sent the money to my mobile Lightning wallet, you could see, look at this, it took 10 hours and my fee was higher than my desktop wallet. Of course, again, for argument's sake, let's assume that you don't have to worry about that and you're running a Lightning Network wallet from the start. So first, let's request some money here. All right, let's request 17 sets, almost all my money here. Oh, can I request 5,000 sets? Let's see. I don't have enough inbound capacity? Oh, I don't understand. How do I not have enough inbound capacity? Oh, it must be because the channel's not open yet. But that... It's on autopilot mode, I think. Let's make sure. I don't have enough inbound capacity. I think that means I don't have a channel open, but autopilot is on. Because you can see on my mobile wallet that it says 100% on Lightning Network. And if I click that, you can see the channel is already open. I think over here I might be still waiting on the first layer to open up a channel. Anyways, on the mobile app, so it gives a couple sites where you can spend your Bitcoin using Lightning Network. So let's go to y'all's here. I'm at y'alls.org, where you can pay to read these articles with Bitcoin using Lightning Network. And you can see 2 cents. Let's read this. Pay to continue reading. It automatically goes to my Lightning Network wallet. Fee 0 sats in this case. Alright, here we go. Come on. I think it was a little bit faster earlier. The first time I did this, it failed because I think maybe it didn't have the right route. Wow. Lightning payment failed. Okay, let me try one more time. Last time I did it twice and it worked the second time. There we go. Oh, but my balance hasn't changed, has it? Transactions complete. Oh, because it was only 150 sats. Maybe that's why. So there we go. Paying with Lightning Network. For the Bitcoin maximalist sake, the argument is that you already have a Lightning Network wallet set up. You have the channels open because it does that for you. Because You've already paid the fees the first time, I guess. And then you're connected to a channel with sufficient capacity, sufficient liquidity to route your payments for you, and they have connections to other people so that your payment gets to where it needs to go. That's the argument. So I have to say that this is really cool, and it does actually help Bitcoin scale because it takes some of the load off of that first layer. And I'm willing to say that a lot of these UI and user experience issues will be figured out. It will automatically open channels for you. It will automatically open up multiple channels so that if one dies, you still have enough liquidity to make payments through others. But it's so complex, and there's so many potential areas for failure or errors or all these things. Why would you go through all of this experience? Why not just use Nano and make that first layer payment and not worry about all this? There's also a bunch of things that we didn't really cover in this video, like what happens if you close the channel, or what happens if your app is closed and they want to close the channel or make a payment to you. That's where things like watchtowers come into play, which adds another layer of fees potentially, another middleman. And for me, that's just going back to what Bitcoin was trying to get away from. So I don't understand what the point is there. What if you're trying to refill your Lightning wallet? You have to make a first layer payment, right? Or what happens when you want to finally close all these transactions and then use that money to make a first layer payment? Also, the fact that you need to connect to hubs that have a lot of channels, a lot of capacity, doesn't that go back to having middlemen? At least in the US, if you're a money transmitter, if you're sending and receiving money on behalf of other people, essentially acting as an exchange, I think you have to do KYC AML. So does that mean if you use Lightning, you have to do KYC AML? I don't know. There's so many nuances and complexities that have to be figured out here, even with perfect UX. Imagine you have the full infrastructure, you have the liquidity, you have everything, and there's still little gotchas in there that you have to worry about with Lightning Network that you don't have to worry about if the first layer scales. For good measure, I'm going to pay one more time for another article here. Let's go to y'all's. Okay, it's loading. And let's pick this second one. And we'll read. Continue to pay. This deep linking is pretty cool. Okay, the 2-cent payment. And confirm. No fees. Oh, failed. Let's try again. Ooh, my arm. So part of the problem here is that if you have to open up a channel directly to everyone you want to pay with, it kind of defeats the purpose, right? So you're going to open up a channel to your Coinbase, to LN Big, to whoever, and they have liquidity and channels to other people, and hopefully your payment will get routed through all those hops to where it needs to go. But that comes into challenges like this. So it's not as fast. Maybe I'm sure it will get faster over time as the connections get better, more channels get open, but this is too complicated. It's helpful for Bitcoin, but there's better solutions. Remember our Nano wallet, like in the first 30 seconds of the video, sent, received. It's that easy. You don't have to open up channels or anything. You don't have to pay fees that you don't even know how much to pay because the fees are fluctuating so much. You pay with proof of work, with electricity in Nano. That's why it's free, quote unquote. So there you go. I will try to update this video once my desktop wallet ever opens a channel, and then I'll try to go back and forth directly between desktop and mobile. But for now, I guess that's where we're at. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Peace.